Hey, if you want to live a life of meaning and purpose, but you don't know where to start, watch this. Well, most people don't realize that living a purpose is actually a step-by-step process. So you don't usually just stumble upon what your purpose is. You have to go there, or rather grow there consciously. And so getting to that point is very similar to playing a computer game, because you have to unlock different levels before you can get to the level that says living a purpose. And step number one that you absolutely have to unlock, first of all, is becoming a conscious hero of your own story. And what I mean by it, you have to discover what it is you stand for, who you actually are as a person. You have to understand yourself on a deeper level. And from there, your story unfolds. And that story is like setting parameters in your sat-nav, because that story is not any old story. You have to design a story that will help you get where you want to be. And for that, you need to understand yourself on a deeper level. You need to understand how the 4 levels of your mind really work. And by the way, if you want to understand more about how the 4 levels of your mind work and how they create your life experience, check out my latest book, High Purpose Code. Now, once you understand your mind, once you understand your priorities, then from these elements you can start designing your new empowered story. That is best done with a mentor, because otherwise you would have to go through lots of reiterations, because you would have to try it out and see whether it works, and that can take years. So my honest advice to you would be to find a good mentor to help you get through that stage. Also because that stage is twofold. So one part of it is creating your story consciously, becoming your own hero, the protagonist in your own life, the chosen one. Step number 2 is a bit tricky, because you would have to start living that story in your everyday life. You would have to actually be, act, feel, think as that new person that you've just designed. And this can be more tricky than you imagine, because there isn't a hidden enemy within you, a hidden mechanism that is stopping you from doing that. And if you try to do it on your own, you will quickly find out what I mean. So that hidden mechanism, that hidden enemy, is fear. And not just any old fear, it's a sitting deeply inside, a fear that is close to the fear of survival. And so if you try to go against it, it will push back hard. Now, there is a way to overcome it. It just takes time and practice. But once you know what it is that you're dealing with, it becomes a lot quicker. So to recap, if you want to start living a purpose today, sit down with yourself, get pen and paper or a notepad or a laptop, and start writing out your list of priorities in life. And how do you know what your priorities are? It's super simple. Just look what surrounds you, what is manifested in your life right now, because your life always reflects your top priorities. So whatever is present in your life, it means that it's a reflection of a deeply hidden priority. Now, those priorities can be positive or negative. And so some people's lives represent their negative priorities. If that happens to you, it's all right. Just acknowledge it. It's your starting point. It's not where you have to remain. So map out your priorities. Find out what is going on in your life right now. And think what kind of priorities you would need to get to where you want to be. So if you implement this one step and nothing else, it's already going to give you a massive win and a massive push forward. Try it out and let me know how it went in the comments. This was Jay from New Era Superhero. Thank you for watching, and check out my other videos. Fly high.